good morning, good afternoon, and good evening if you are watching. This is Miro African Diaspora TV, MAD, where we discuss social and political issues as well as cultural issues affecting the life of Biafrans, home and abroad. In today's program, we are going to talk about the woman singer called Nmagha Jesus and his song that has been causing a lot of havoc in the social media. The issue with this song is that it, on the one side, praises one part of the Igbo nation as being benevolent and industrious, whereas it labels another part of the state as being morally debased and essentially they are the state of whore in the whole Igbo nation. As a matter of fact, this song can be viewed as an artwork, and it can be also conceived as a very divisive statement from the woman. So, to discuss this very issue today, I have with me today in studio Barrister Ms. Duru and Ms. Uche Okonkwo and Mazi Ndo, Honorable Mazi Ndo. Madam, you are welcome to the studio. And so the question is, this song, let me start with you, Mazi, Barrister Ms. Duru. This song, it's on the one hand seems to be addressing the social issue. On the other hand, it has some derogative word that labeled a part of the state or a part of the Igbo nation as being a state of whore. So what's your take?
Thank you very much for having me on this program. And based on the topic on ground concerning this particular song, I want to say that I view this song as being divisive. And why do I say so? I say so because it is attributing or giving good attributes to a part of a section of the Igbo land and calling the other parts, with a bad name. So in this song, you find out that people will tend to identify with the people from that part where they are labeled, adulterous or prostitutes. Identify with them in that light, but the other people as good. So this particular song should not be encouraged, or this particular trend should not be encouraged, because it divides us and it emphasizes what divides the Igbo people than what brings them together.
A very divisive song, you said, Madam Miss Uche Okonkwo. What's your take? Divisive or moral, addressing social issue?
Yeah, thank you, Master, for having me. In my own opinion, I would say that the song, in as much as it intends to address moral issue or Igbo unification, as the singer said, I heard the singer said that Igbo people should love themselves, but it is also divisive.
Okay.
Because some people, the people that we are portrayed as being benevolent, that give good gifts with houses and the rest, will be feeling on top of the world, while on the other hand, the other people that we have been portrayed in a wrong way will also, they'll be feeling bad about it, even if it is the truth. Because most of them, the people that I have heard, or from the comments I have seen, many people are not actually saying that what the singer was saying or what the singer sang was right. They believe that it was wrong.
Okay. Mazindo,
Yes.
what's your take? The song.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, co-presenters. I want to start by saying that the situation we found ourselves in one Nigeria have given rise to a roadside mechanic turning into a singer, a doctor turning into a barrel pusher. That is what one Nigeria has made all of us. So, having said that, the young lady that had this production actually, to my own view, did her best. She was trying to portray the negative ills in the society. But what I would say, she may have failed to structure or put it into shape the way it's supposed to be. So we should understand maybe his disposition, his understanding of art. We should also acknowledge that she may have made mistakes to have generalized a section of the society as prostitutes. That is very bad, but I think she's just trying to, say a number of things that are wrong in the society.
Okay, you consider the song to be, relevant, so to say?
Yes.
Okay. This is an artwork person is doing. I think, like every other thing, every other art, music is a conveyor of idea of art, and should not be restricted in any way. Even though you think that the song is divisive, what's your opinion about the issue that it's still an artwork, and just like Mazindo hinted, the woman is essentially trying to do something with her talent.
Yes, as an artwork, her insensitivity to know the extent that it will affect those who are from that section of Igbo land is very important. She was not sensitive enough to know that it could affect them in the sense of their sense of belonging and their personality as a section of Igbo land. So I want to, in my own opinion, any artwork that tries to address a problem in society by painting a section of society black is going to do more harm than good.
Yes.
To that's solving that problem on hand. So I think she should redirect her artwork towards making sure that those vices people are aware. Why do I say so? These things she's saying, they have it in cross section of Igbo land. We have people who are either benevolent or who are into prostitution in every part of Igbo land. So I would have been better if she had addressed it, saying that these things should not be found in Igbo land as a whole, than addressing a cross section of Igbo land in terms of calling a particular people and naming them a particular with a particular vice.
Okay, so essentially we're saying that she lacks tactic. She lacks a proper way of addressing issues.
Presentation.
Presentation. Even essentially, art is also about presentation.
Yes.
It's not like a crudity of expression. It has to be.
Yeah, but I believe it starts to be presented in an acceptable manner. It has to be presented.
But what you accept is not essentially what another person accepts. Acceptance is something individual.
Whichever way you want to see it, picturing a section of the society as prostitute is not acceptable to that particular society.
Okay. I would like to know from you, but why is this song, why these critics this time around? Because I believe there have been similar songs all the while, but why?
Actually, those songs, some of them, or most of them, had actually portrayed it as a comedy. In which case, people will just laugh, or what those people, the one that I have heard someone that sang with different towns, and they talk about their professions, the profession that you will mostly found in different towns.
Yeah.
Which is may not be more offensive than what we've heard. But coming to what you just said, as an artwork, if it is actually the truth, for example, if in this Imo state, we are all Igbos, and if maybe the government of Imo state have institutionalized prostitution, then she can choose whichever means she likes to say it, because she can prove it. It is official. She can say, this is not what we are known for. How can a governor come and institutionalize prostitution, or institutionalize that other Igbo parts of Igbo are not doing it? But when you say that, if you, like, permit me to say it in Igbo, if you are looking for people, you know what, you go to Imo State. Okay, I was discussing with somebody, say, yeah, the person is right, because in Imo State, like, for example, where there are a lot of hotels, don't be surprised that when you get there, you will see a great number of other states, people from other states in the same place, but it is happening in Imo State.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is why I said it is wrong. But if she can prove it, like what I'm saying, that Imo State have stamped it, that we approve this, we recognize this, then the person will now have every right to come and maybe say, because you cannot use individual moral deficiency.
Yeah.
It's individual. You can find it in every place to generalize
To judge the whole
state.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the problem. That's where essentially where
Where she got it wrong.
the crux of the issue is this element of generalization that essentially emanate from a sense of already existing prejudice.
Yes.
And she is feeding on this prejudice and trying to feed others with it as well. But I would ask you, Barrister Ms. Duru, why this uproar at this moment? I mean, why now? Why is it that everybody is showing this sense of disapproval concerning this song?
Okay. And if you look closely into our polity and our society, you find that people are aware of who they are.
Yes.
And that awareness have been created, if you ask me, in my own opinion, with the emergence of IPOB under Nmagha Jehova-the. And to know that we are a people group. Igbos are one. So coming to say Imo is this, Anambra is that, is divisive. So we are aware that we are one people, and because of that awareness, people don't want anything that will come and bring more division, of course, or paint us bad in the light of other tribe group in Nigeria. So it's about protecting what is our own. And if we have to talk against any vices in our society, let's address it as Igbo people. Because we have this in every section of Igbo land, whether in Anambra, Imo, Abia, or anywhere in Igbo land. So we have to address it as one people.
Yes.
And that way, the message will be taken, received more by people. That's okay, in Igbo land, we have to fight against these vices. So that awareness that has been created of who we as Igbos is what actually made people to kick against such songs that divides us.
So the sensitization by Nmagha Jehova-the and IPOB is actually working. It's effective. The sensitization of identity, which he has been doing for long. We're actually getting the fruit.
Sure. I wanna say something. Sorry, just very brief. On the issue of this sensitization, you see, for over the years we have been conditioned to accept the narrative from our oppressors. The narrative from those who control the source of information on the media. They painted us black, and we generously or ignorantly accepted it. This time around, just like my dear sister said, Barrister Mrs. Duru, the sensitization from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. It's nice that sometimes we need to keep on, or rather, I appreciate it when I mean, keep on, giving credit to this man.
But it's inevitable.
Yes, he actually awoken so many to be able to understand that no, it is high time we begin to tell our own story. It is high time we reject every negative narrative of the oppressors. And that is why when this song came from our dear sister, I don't know her name, people came out.
Nmagha
Jesus. One answered Onyeze Jesus. I think that was a runaway pastor from I don't know where. Nmagha Jesus. Why people now are standing to disprove her narrative is that we cannot accept it. People will come to tell you the Igbos don't love themselves. I will personally not accept it. And millions of Igbos will not accept it.
Good. There is something going on. I mean, this song, no matter how we place it, no matter how we see it still has its effect. And I would say that after this song, a lot of things have been coming up. For example, there are other women from Biafran area that have been coming out to say something about this song. Unfortunately, however, they have not been, looking into this song from such a critical point of view. For example, a young lady that is called Nwanyi Imo.
Okay.
And things she said about this song, she did not just castigate the woman, but she actually said that that it is in the Bible that people should marry from their clan, from their tribe, and it brings up the question if these people are actually aware of the preachings of the IPOB that said not even the Igbo, not just the Igbo, but that Biafra should get the habit of marrying each other.
Yes.
I would like to ask you, Barrister Mr. This idea that, as you've seen, this idea that people from Imo should actually get married to, a man from Imo should get married to women from Imo, does it reflect the ideology of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? I mean, if you are listening to one of his broadcasts, there was a time he mentioned it extensively that we as Biafrans should actually be marrying each other. What do you think?
Okay, thank you. I want to say in this case, as concerning marriage and the woman advocating that the Imo men should only marry Imo women, is also goes to the fact to show that she does not understand that the Igbo race is one. So you don't narrow the Igbo race to just Imo or Imolites. So for her to say that, she's trying to say that that part of Igbo race is just what is relevant, which is not true. And when it comes to the issue of marriage and what marriage is, I think it's a choice. People make choice who they want to marry, and there are some issues, there are some factors that will make somebody to marry or choose where to marry from. So if, for example, I'm from Imo State and the person I want to marry, the qualities of the person I want to marry, I cannot find from somebody in Imo State. Is she trying to say I should just go and marry somebody from the Imo State because it should be the trend? So I think in my opinion, when it comes to marriage, we don't narrow it down to just people of the same tribe. Yes, it can happen, but it should be open based on the Biafra is more than just Igbo race.
Exactly. And
so it should be extended to other people that make up Biafra, and that way it will foster the unity that we seek among us.
Yes, beautiful.
So,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
She just said it the way it is. Thank you very much. The marriage should not just be narrowed down to Imo and Imo. These are people who are consumed or drowned with the slave master's version of event. Or the colonial nomenclature which in the course of history divided a people. we are Igbos, we are Biafrans. So I will advocate marriage between we the Igbos. Call me a racist if you may, but I think I would prefer to advocate for marriage among the culture, the tribe. This is in a way to propagate or to maintain the lineage, to maintain the chronicle or, what our patriarchs started. It's as simple as that.
So, what do you say about this issue of one Imo asking the Imorians or the men from Imo to stick to women from Imo? Essentially, she's putting the blame on the Imo men. Should we see it like what the Igbo language said, that Arab or Ike, or do you think that she's right in what she's saying?
Yeah, thank you very much. That is why I asked the question. This issue of Imo ladies being into what the singer said has been maybe not just the first time Imo people are being portrayed in a bad way. I've heard, in terms of marriage, actually, I have heard people say that a dowry or the process of marriage in Imo is very expensive. And if that is one of the reasons the woman was saying that, then I would say that she is right in asking Imo men to go and marry to Imo women. Because in Igbo tradition, it is actually the men that set up those things that are required. And if they should not do anything about it, and if they feel that it's okay, then let them go and do it if other people are running away. But if that is not the case, I will now say that marriage is not supposed to be between one state, that it should be exclusively only Imo people, that Imo men should marry. But they can go as far as other Igbo tribes, other Igbo states to marry, because the basis of marriage is unity. And if you cannot find, wherever you found that unity is where you should go. And as a matter of trying to make the whole of Igbo people come together as one, we should know that Imo State, Anambra State, I come from Anambra State, we are all Igbos.
Yeah.
And marriage should not be restricted to these people marry these people or these people marry these people. We should intermarry, and not forgetting the basis of the institution of marriage, which is unity. Yeah. So I will now say, as my brother here has said, that if people terms it a racist, well, everyone's supposed to be a nationalist. He is, as an Igbo man, is a nationalist. By trying to promote Igbo people to marry within their culture, that is easier.
Yes.
But I will not say that it is better. But
Okay.
it is easier, in the sense that if you marry within your culture, it will be easier for you. But we should not propagate or say anything against or frown at anybody that's decided to marry
Outside the culture.
Okay.
Igbo culture.
I want to bring this idea into this discussion because it's very important. People should marry to the from the their state or their culture, as you put it,
Ethnic origin.
ethnic origin or whatever.
Yes.
But the question is, we are all are Igbos.
Yes.
The Calabas are they are Igbos, the Jaws and everything. We have been one. Yes, it's a historical background. The problem is that we get a history of the white men, and they tell you that you are not the same. But according to current research that has been going on under the IPOB structure, a lot of things has begun to unfold. You should understand it. It's not a joke. It's not like anybody's saying about it is ranting, or it is a well-researched discussion what the IPOB propagate outside. So what I want to say concerning this is the Nmagha essentially said that those points she made it. She's saying that it is important for the Imo men to marry the Imo women because they have the same culture, and it is because of that. Because the Imo men do not do that, they have a high rate of divorce in Imo because they marry people from other enclave or places, and then it leads to divorce. But is there any statistic about what he's saying? Or can you, consciously accept the fact that Imo men, that there is a high rate of divorce because Imo men marry people from other. I mean, this is just a kind of being frustrated.
I wanna comment there.
Let me put this into an end. Very important. I want to ask you.
Yes.
I want to ask you this question.
Yes.
This idea of Imo people or Anambra people marrying, is it not a continuation of the disintegration of the Igbo race that started?
Exactly.
Is it not?
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, people who propagate this Imo, this Anambra, this Delta, this do I say colonial nomenclature, they are doing it out of ignorance. We are Igbos. We are from the same ancestry. We are from the same parentage. We need to be or propagate our culture. And even the Calabars, in fact, I would accommodate even marrying to an African, a black man or a black woman. Yes, I would accommodate that. And like I said, I am very proud to be called a racist for promoting the fact that we black men should intermarry among ourselves. When it comes to Igbo land, Igbo culture, the Biafraland, we should intermarry among ourselves. This is to promote continuity. This is to promote cultural relevance. You know, when we begin to say that Anambra should marry just within Anambra, this is very, very myopic. I don't buy to it. The Imo woman or the whoever that made that comment, okay, we may not condemn her. She may be talking out of ignorance. What we need to do is to paint a clear picture of our culture, a clear picture of our message, and to tell the young ones, this is where we stand, this is how it is. So the marriage is the unification of institutions. In unification of societies. Okay, it happens between a man and a woman. But the way Africans pictured it is a unification of, communities. And this is the nucleic or the starting point, the fundament of social structure.
Yes. So you essentially said that marriage has a political motivation. Marriage is not just marriage, but it's always attached to certain political.
Just like human beings, political animals.
So I think we have come to the end of this discussion today, and I thank you very much, gentlemen and women, that you are here today. On this note, I would say that we just urge our viewers, we call on our viewers to subscribe to our videos so that they will get notified each time we post a new video. Please, viewers that are out there, please subscribe to our videos, please. We need your subscription.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching, and we see you next time. Goodbye.